I'm Insomniac, and this is Costa Rica Don something or other.
You're a moron!
From the Roasterie. Well, first of all, a big shout out to John F. for sending this in. He actually sent in 3 different coffees from this particular brand. The first one that we're looking at is a direct trade single origin coffee from Costa Rica. And I said Don something or other because I have no idea how to say that second word there. There's a close-up so you can read it for yourself. And while we're here, we will take a look at the bag. Pretty simple, pretty standard. Has a decent amount of information on it though. I like that. Tells you the roast shade right on the front. Lately I'm encountering coffees that don't even tell you what roast shade they are. I know some of you are going to say, well, look at the damn beans, or get a spectrum analyzer. Yes, I know you can do that, but it would be nice if they'd at least tell you on the package what the roast shade is. I don't know why that's becoming uncommon, but it's a little something I have encountered. All right, on the front it gives you some tasting notes. Region says Central Valley. Roast level, as you saw there on the bag, says medium. It's right smack in the middle. It also says French. And a stick-on sticker up here. You probably saw that here in the upper corner of the bag. I'm assuming that is what they recommend you use to make the coffee, which is what I use most of the time on this channel anyway. You have some drip, pour over, and French press instructions on the side. And on the back you have a little bit of information about the company. I'm not one of those channels that likes to waste everybody's time and read everything on a bag or a package though.
And we thank God for that.
So if you order some of this coffee, you can take a look at that yourself. Factory, cafe, and retail store are located in Kansas City, Missouri. There's a closer look at the beans.
Oh my God!
Very, very nice.
Wow!
The aroma out of the bag, the immediate thing it reminds me of is Cadbury eggs.
Ew.
It's just a nice sweet milk chocolate with a kind of creamy, marshmallowy, overly sweet
Diabetes
center, that kind of aroma. Very nice. There's a really nice orange peel aroma. Then you have another aroma that kind of has a fruity sweetness to it, but an artificial fruity sweetness, kind of like Jolly Ranchers, specifically the blue raspberry ones. It kind of reminds me of blue raspberry, which I don't think is a thing in real life, but it certainly is in candy. That's what it reminds me of. Overall, it's just really, really sweet. Really nice. All right, well, we're going to brew some of this up with the French press and see what it smells and tastes like in liquid form. Okay, so we brewed some of this up with the French press. See what it smells like. Warm milk chocolate and cocoa powder. So aroma-wise, we're off to a very chocolatey start. Then you have a milky sweetness. That's the best way to describe it. For anybody new to the channel, no, there is no milk or cream or sugar or anything in here. It's just black. But it kind of reminds me of like if you were to put sugar in steamed milk. That's kind of what that second aroma reminds me of. Then you have a nice natural mix of red beans and earth. All right, let's try it. Wow, it tastes really chocolatey too.
The chocolate, yes, the chocolate, but that's just the beginning.
It actually reminds me of kind of like a warm, smooth, melted, dark chocolate with a tiny bit of saltiness to it as well. Almost like a salted dark chocolate. Duh. Very, very slight on the salt though. Mostly it's just a rich, dark, chocolatey flavor. That's very nice. I have a little bit of hazelnut in there. That's pretty cool. I was trying to figure out what that little bit of nuttiness was that I was getting yesterday when I tried this coffee. It's hazelnut. And you have a little bit of citrus in there, but unlike the aroma that I got earlier, wherever that was, of orange peel, this reminds me of lime. It even actually kind of has that bit of tanginess that you would get from lime. Kind of like a little bit of citrus sour. There's no sourness or bitterness to the coffee, so don't take it that way. It has that kind of nice tangy quality though to it. Really nice big body. Really silky smooth. I mean, like mouthfeel wise, it's literally, I mean, silky smooth is the only way you could put it. There's no grit to it. It's not overly thick. It's not thin and watery. Like I said, body's very nice and big here. It's just a great, smooth, overall, in-the-mouth experience.
That's what she said!
Accidental poor choice of words, but it's not that kind of channel. Let's keep it family-friendly over here. You have a medium finish, which is really nice. So the flavors after the sip stick with you for a while, but not to the extent that they super coat the palate and you taste it 3 minutes later when you take the next sip. And like I said before, no bitterness whatsoever. I can't find a flavor in here that I don't like. Of course, that's a subjective thing, but that's really, really nice. One of the few coffees I've reviewed recently that tastes every bit as good as it smells. On a scale from 1 to 10 Mike Tyson's, I'd give this a 9. Now, this is not a sponsored review. The company didn't send this in. I told you earlier. Shout out again to John F. who sent this in. But I'm sure 15 people are going to ask me, where can I get this coffee? So the website is theroasterie.com. All right, that was nice. I have at least, what do I got? 3 more coffees back there coming up for review soon, plus a really cool coffee accessory. So stay tuned here on Should I Drink This. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, all that stuff you hear on YouTube all the time. And I'll see you soon.